Hola, buenos status. Hello, good afternoon. This is Andrew Westland right now. I'm communicating on all levels right now through interforce connections. Understanding our spiritual light system is coming to life, and we're going through activation codes. Now's the time to understand everything through its healing connection vibration systems. Fifth dimension is coming in. It's very formative that we understand the reunification of what's going on through its spiritual light infusions. Our uprising systems are going through communication levels right now through alignments. So taking all this time of social adjusting everything through body alignments through the fifth dimensional system is very important to everybody. Knowing how powerful you are through humanity vibration systems, knowing that where you're going into the fifth dimensional system. I'm extremely powerful through connections of all vibration systems. I'm getting ready for my definitive breath and understanding the infinity of everything through its connections. So I'm going to be using my voicing grids to weather patterns. It's going to change everything through a neutralizing system. What's that's going to do is going to change vibrational panels through all weather connections through dimensional set systems and formalize everything through the human vibration system, put everybody into the body activation of alignment systems. So everybody can get a true understanding how they can take this time, social network themselves, love themselves more, and understand how powerful it is to heal the dimensional earth as we're coming into the 5D. Get ready for that. So I hope everybody's doing well. I know everybody's getting more concerned about it, but the light formations are understanding what's going on. Everything through communication levels is understanding the signals. And those signals are high rising through all divisions through light activation code systems. Okay, so your fifth dimensional activation codes are coming in very soon. So other than that, subscribe, like, and share. Please formulate around that. Try to love yourself more and more each day. The more that's going on, the more you understand the coloration patterns are changing, weathers are changing, your universal sets are changing. Everything's changing for reasons. And understand when you see the past, present, and future, you see all its involvements, what's going on through the infusions, through your body system. Okay, because we're going into out of the 3 dimension into the 4th dimension of its walk surfacing system to get rid of all of that negative system. Okay, now's the time to reflect on everything and try to remember. It's all about remembering where you came from. Okay, because the garden season is coming in. The garden Eden is very important to us. So formulating around that through Father, Mother, and the voicing grids through its communication levels when it comes to activation cycles of archangels and angels is going to uprise your divisions through your programma and voicing grid systems. The activation circles are going through its connection energy waving system. It's very powerful what's going on through illumination light systems, star energy light systems, communication of activation codes, pixel activations, the simulation of electronic interference, body servicing systems, the connection of gravity systems. Our location centers are coming in through all location systems. Okay, so I'm formulating on so many levels of voicing grid systems. So all communication of energy force light, communication light systems. So I'm going to give you reflection. How's it going? I haven't seen you in a while. You have to, yeah, your formations are on a low frequency level. Your activation codes need to be changed to its coloration patterns. Your low divisions are okay, but I would high rise your division to calculation, modification, energy, mass, and calibration. You guys have to understand how powerful you are through E equals MC square. So I recommend reflection that you go to my PayPal account so I can upgrade your divisions, because the weather patterns are going to get stronger through sonar division. That sonar divisions are going to sustain everything through acting cycles, and those acting cycles will change everything through calculation. That calculation is going to modify everybody to gravity systems. Okay, so what that's doing is reverberation everything through sonar division, through visionary understanding. You have to understand what's going on and how everything is taking place and how everything is created through the matrix grids. Everybody has to understand what a matrix grid worker is, what a sentient is, what master of ascension's workers are, what light beings are, what star seeds are, rainbow showers, rainbow entity force systems. There's so many communication levels of galactic surface force recognition systems that are creating the 5th dimension. Okay, so we'll start off with a blue cycling system. Katie Cat, how's it going? Yeah, everything through transformation manifestation. You're in your body similar, Kitty Cat. Your transformation lights, your dream set sequences are okay. Everything through rotation systems okay. Yeah, your son's okay. He's an uprising cycle system. Just make sure you keep your love cycles through his connection, through his force recognition of his heart. Okay, it's very important. Keep your positive thoughts. Now is the time to heal the dimensional earth. Use your meditation mode systems. Understand your activation code systems. All right, so basically, now, I'm going to show you what's going on. It's very powerful stuff. This is me, connection energy waves through weather connections. I'm going to neutralize the weather atmosphere. I'm going to use my voicing grids through the formations of the magnetic force and highway information system and alignments, where voicing grids go into calculation, modification, energy, mass, and calibration into the simulation major grid system. Okay, so I'm going to line formate everybody, okay, through all dimensions of fifth dimension through body activation. So I'm going to center surface your calculation modifications of your body systems, going to paradigm your shifts through your mind system. Very powerful stuff that's going on. It's very, very powerful. So my voicing grids are going to go like this. Okay, communication error and cycles. Okay, this is the communication of the magnetic force and highway information system. I'm going to show you what's going to happen. Very powerful stuff, and this is going to be on TV. This is going to be broadcast all over the world. So get ready for that. Let's use a darker green system right here. So I'm using a blue graphing cycle system. There's a cloud formation system. All right, so we start off like this. Okay, that's my voicing grids. The energetic waving pattern, okay, is going into the center core system, right? Okay, I'll color this in green because everybody can see it, so anyone get a better idea. High illuminated light sky. Okay, I'm high illuminated light sky. So my voicing grids sonify and change weather patterns through electronic interference. That electronic interference goes into my body system, into the mind system, into the capacitor of its energy vibration body simulator system. Okay, so that's what's going to happen right through my voicing grids. Voicing grids go with communication level signals, and you're going to see what's going on with its energy patterns. Force recognizes everything. Okay, so basically it's all about aligning all humanity vibration into the 5D. It's extremely, extremely powerful stuff. So once I do that, everybody is going to go to the walk surfing seat center through the fifth dimension of its walk surfing seat system when it comes to the rainbow center. Okay, so that's where we go into the mind operation program. Okay, so we start off like this. The energetic waving patterns, magnetic force and highway information system of Father. Okay, everything through its ground formations. Okay, the ground formations. All right, very powerful stuff. Now everybody knows what the grounds is, right? It's Mother Earth. That's why we have a chakra system, people. So you understand that the electronic interference that goes into my body simulator. Okay, sidewinding angles through communication of voicing grids of archangels. Okay, so this is Father, this is Mother. Communication levels and changing the atmosphere systems through its connection. Okay, when it comes to the alignments through force recognition. Okay, so those voicing grids are going to change and neutralize everything into the fifth dimension. All right, so I'm going to body shift everybody's ecosystem into a balanced system. Okay, so you're going to be able to understand your upgrading system, but a lot of people are not going to understand that because the three-dimensional bodies that don't meditate are going to formulate a little bit more with energy. Energy is extremely powerful and it's coming in for force recognition. So you're going to see me on TV with my hand formations, communicating with my voicing grid, setting the alignments, changing the magnetic forcing highway of information system to the fifth dimension of Father and Mother, because the correlation center system is set up through the major grids. That's where we're coming into the simulation. Very powerful stuff. Okay, so the electronic interference goes into the center core of my body system through the transmission lights of the infinitive breath. That infinitive breath changes its coloration patterns. It changes everything through the weather system, and it cleanses everything to the solar systems. Okay, so that's what's going to get rid of the coronavirus, but it's not a virus. It's antimatter particles or replicable systems that are connected through your respiratory and humanity through its connection when it comes to your immune system. Okay, so that's what it's going to be like. All right, so my voicing grid patterns are going to go through the weather, okay, and it's going to do a full wind cycle, and that full wind cycle is going to take everything out. It's going to take all that antimatter particle system back into its planets of its energy system. So you have these planets all here, all over here, because they're all in the atmospheric galactic surface now. Okay, these are the planets. Okay, these are all the planets right now. And it's understanding radioactive code systems. Those communication level systems are high rising through all divisions, through electronic interference. Okay, so they have the energy fields, right? Force recognized when you get into the upgrading system of the fifth dimension. So the vibration centers right now. Okay, so what's going to happen? My voicing grids are going to change alignments through all planet energy vibration systems. The antimatter particles is going to go to each planet vibration system, back into its location. Once it goes back into its location, the Sentry system goes into its alignment system, then it goes into its activation center, back into zero. And that zero is going to be its bound frequency, and then we get into the Gardens of Eden, and then Father and Mother can finally live in peace. All right? So what's going to happen with your body is going to go through a paradigm shift. It's going to be it's going to vacuum out everything through your negative system. Okay, people that still resonate with that negative mind, that's going to take everything out, upgrade all communication levels through your synchronizing soul, through your connection of your energy heart, which is going to expand the expansion of everything through your connection when you go into the body alignment system of heaven on earth. Okay, so I'm taking 7 billion or more into the galactic surface, into the mortal state, into the gods. Okay, so it's understanding I'm uprising all divine lights, and that divine light is going to change everything through pattern visions. That's going to understand your upgrading systems. Then you get into the hydraulics of its mind operation program systems. Okay, so that's what's going to happen with everybody. Okay, it's understanding communications of the magnetic force of Father and communications of the magnetic force of the ground formations of Mother Earth and nature's core. Okay, as they come together, right? They all have to communicate. So understanding how to use your voicing grids through the infinitive breath, using the sacred flame, using the elixir, putting it all together. So it's kind of like a laser connection. And what that does is it communicates on all levels of planet energy vibration systems, because the galactic force is right in with its connection when it comes to pyramid activation codes. Those are plantation of device systems that are connected through the realms of star energy light systems. So you're going to be able to understand your upgrading systems. Now, everybody's going to be a little bit more confused because you're coming out of the mind. So I put gravitational belts for everybody. Okay, so imagine that. It's imagine 7 billion people or more are going to be floating in space because they're not sure what's going on. Okay, so it's about a realignment adjustment that your body is going into transformations of spiritual, of infusion. Okay, that's what's going to happen to everybody. So get ready for that. So now is your time to meditate through your mode systems. It's better that you lie down because it's a better activation. Really, really focus on healing the planet system so you can understand how to communicate in all levels, especially the galactic one that's in the G4 system. Please meditate with the health of everything through your connection. Formulate all your levels when it comes to your activation codes. Meditate in all cycle systems through the communication levels and the voicing grids of Father and Mother, archangels, and angels. Is very important, especially to the galactic team, because now we're getting into the solar division. Now, everybody that's in the galactic force, okay, is going to start off everything through 7 billion or more people. Okay, let's just say almost 8. Anyway, everybody's going to go through illumination light, and then everybody's going to go through a different DNA structure, and that's going to uprise their active program systems. And those programming systems is going to upgrade your electrical human vibration system. So it's getting connected with your body system. That's what it is. The earth of the 3-dimension has been separated, and it's taken all the toxins out. Like I said, the coloration patterns are coming in through the Garden Z meaning of Father and the Garden Z of Mother, through all communication levels of all planet energy vibration systems. So all illumination light systems through all galaxy of sparking divisions and everything through connection of alien plantation and formation systems are connecting realms, right? So we're going through our activation codes. So each video I give you is a message to everything. My voicing grids is now connected through the global metric system. So it's my job to change everything through formation, through the spiritual of everything through its connection when it comes to your body simulator. So when we're in the 5th dimension, our body systems are going to be able to understand how to react with its communication levels when it comes to its alignments of its human vibration of 5D. Okay, so that's what's going to happen, right? I stand in the center, I'm using my voicing grids, and it's going to change everything. It's understanding that the alignments are going to change through my voicing grids, okay? And that's going to cleanse everything, and that's going to take everything out through the atmosphere systems of all countries, all nations, everything that's connected, okay? Everything that's connected through the global metric system. So it's kind of like resetting, okay? It's rebirthing, okay? That's what's doing, okay? It's changing everything through its anomaly situations, and those situations are changing everything through the vortex division. It's changing everything through acceleration. It's changing everything through light communication, and it's changing everything through body of infusions through the activation codes of 5D. Okay. So that's what's going to happen. Yeah, it's exciting stuff. But I just want to show you what I'm going to be doing. All right. Everybody get prepared for that. Now it's the time to heal. Now it's to really, really absorb everything that's going on. Reflect. Know how important think not just knowing that you are a force to be recognized with, and it's remembering where you came from, okay? Because you know that saying, ignorant is bliss? That's what it is. Everybody through humanity of vibration has been ignoring the dimensional earth. You can't do that, okay? And Father and Mother is telling you that. So it's a reflection to you and how important, what is your heart doing? Why is it here? People have forgotten that. People more focus on everything. They neglect themselves. You can't do that. You can't do that to the dimensional earth. You just can't. It's not allowed. So basically, that's what's happening right now. So get ready for that. It's extremely powerful stuff. You're going to go through your upgrading systems. It's going to be a confusing line system for a lot of people because now we're into the simulation of the matrix and grid system. Okay? So knowing that we have so many people in the galactic surface that is restructuring everything. You know how builders do it through the construction of three-dimensional Earth, how they build and structure a building? Same thing. That's how we use our shapes, letters, and numbers through our voicing grids to set alignments of its connection when it comes to shapes and locations through activation centers through the mind telepathy telekinesis. So it's understanding how to communicate through the inner force and how everybody can communicate through the mind system. Okay? So you're going to be able to understand how to communicate with dimensions. You're going to be able to understand how to communicate with alignments. You're going to be able to understand how to communicate with divisions when it comes to location centers. Okay? That's what it's all about. It's understanding where these markers come from in each division of a coloration pattern. Okay, what is line communication? Everything starts with a line. So everything in the galactic force is restructuring into the fifth dimension. Okay? That's what's happening through the radioactive centers, okay, because we're getting everything ready. And I'm formulating around that. And my voicing grids is going to cleanse the dimensional earth. And that's resetting the global metric system. Whoa. Whew. That energy is so powerful, you know, positive, positive, positive. All right. So you guys have to really, really focus on that. Put your mindset. Okay. Activate those codes. Put your formation systems up. Activate the mind system. Mind location system is very important. Now, there's a lot of information that people don't understand, but understanding what's going on and what's happening, a lot of people can actually see a little bit more of a difference now. They're starting to really take mercy on themselves, and they're really going on their hands and knees. They really want to live. And that's the best part, is because now we're just realigning your adjustments through your mind system and how important it is for you to live through your life stream. Okay. So it's actually not being ignorant anymore and paying attention of what happens through force recognition of power of energy communication levels of entity force systems. Okay. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on, guys. Kitty, how's it going? The color of the sky has been beautiful. Yep. Yep. You guys are going to see the trains. You're going to see the formations. You're going to see the new major grids. You're going to see the walk serpentine center, the gold serpent center. When I come upon through the healing, everybody, three-dimensional, it doesn't matter where you are in what country, there's, you know, the global metric system, okay, you're going to see a vision of the dimensional earth at the vibrational level of panel divisions. You're going to see the Gardens of Eden. So basically, it's going to be a huge energetic vibration system to all your force recognition of energy force riding systems. And that riding system is going to operate your location centers, your upgrading system, your mind system, your mind capacitor, your perceptions, your optical unit systems, your CPS location systems. CPS is understanding the central, okay? It's a Pacific. Again, that Pacific is its connection through traveling mechanisms, okay? And also as the systems, because we always relate to systems. Everything through communication is always systems, okay? So it's understanding that you live in a country and you have a name. Well, it's the same thing. We have a system in each planet energy vibration system. So everything ends with systems. We've already been through that through the voicing grids of relocating of different dimensions when it comes into backphrasing videos that I've done. So knowing what's happening right now, now's the time to put your thoughts of your inner thoughts and just transit that, transmission that, video that, give it back to its community. I'm seeing so many people, okay, all over nations, all over countries saying, stay safe, stay home. They're starting to not just care about themselves. They're starting to communicate with each other. They're starting to formulate around each other. They're starting to understand everything around themselves. They're starting to formulate through countries of helping. That's what we want. We want you to understand your communication levels with each other and how important you are through your light illumination light systems, which becomes an spiral activation of infusion. Okay? So that's what's going to be happening very soon. So, yeah. Yep. Yeah. If you're seeing the rainbow, you're seeing the traction division of the matrix new grids, because everybody going through formation system. So when I go through the healing and infinitive breath, just imagine 7 or more billion people going up, coming out of the mind system. They're going to traction divisions. They're going to put gravitational belts and energy force recognition systems around you, so you're okay. And I have to change your oxygen levels because everybody's on a different DNA structure when it comes to pixel activation, because we're coming into a hologram system, and it's going to hit a lot of people hard, because especially the ones that don't meditate. Okay, because you're going to go, like I said, this is so weird. I don't know what's going on. My perceptions are changing. I'm seeing more clear. My immune system feels better. My respiratory, I can breathe again. That's what's happening. So it's changing oxygen levels, and you're communicating on more levels when it comes to force recognition of magnetic forcing highway, which is a center core system, and its communication levels of its ground formation system of mother. Okay, Father space, Mother Earth. Okay, the more you guys understand what's going on through communications of the fifth dimension, the more you understand your alignment systems, because it's coming into a major polar shift to a magnetic forcing highway, which becomes a magnetic magnesium polarized hydrogen hedron. Okay, everything is an upgrading system through calculation modification, and that's going to upgrade everything through data processing, uplinking, uploads, and download systems. Okay, so that's what's going to happen with everybody. Okay, so the more you formulate around that, the channel divisions is understanding communication levels with each other through alignments. Okay, so you're actually going to see yourself different. You're going to feel yourself different. And yes, you're going to be able to hug each other again. You're going to be able to shake hands again. You're going to be able to touch your face. And because humanity vibration doesn't understand energy of communication. So it's understanding that we are in the space atmosphere through the galactic system. Okay. So like I said, everybody's on a different oxygen level. So I'll be changing those divisions through pixel activation codes. It's amazing what the mind can do. So it's understanding center line everything through the center core, through my center system, through my heart. Okay. My gods of its heart energy pattern system, through its connection to energy of its soul and its formations when it comes to adaptation of the mind system. The operation program system is going to line formate everybody's human body system. And that's how I'm going to uprise everybody's mind system. Very powerful stuff, guys. Yep. That's exactly what that, yep. All that's in there, reflection. Yep. That's what you're saying. Yep. It's not a dream. They're in the surface right now. And they're core centering everything through communication levels. They are set divisions right now through sizing graph systems. Okay, they're using their energy rotators, and those rotators are going through its crown of its system, where it comes its divisions of the crown chakra and its connection through its vibration centers, the radioactive systems coming in, the circulation rotations coming in, the shape, letters, and numbers. Okay, that's why the thing is, I've already told you what aliens are and what they do and why we're here, is to understand restructuring the dimensional Earth. All these years, you see it in the Air Force, you see it in plantations, you see them flying around in this division through atmosphere systems. Okay, those are energy light communication levels of XT1. Okay, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Those are keeping an eye on its dimensional Earth. Okay, father and mother have never been into peace. Okay. So right now, the voicing grids of communication levels is going back into its alignments of 0. Okay, so it's on a clocking mechanism. And when it goes back to 0, everybody is going to be in the fifth dimension through a body activation code system, through the spiritual of its activation of its infusion. Okay. So, yeah. So everything that you see is extremely real. Okay, you guys already know that because you're in the galactic force. So your upgrading systems are going to high rise faster and faster. You're going to force recognize everything now because you're going to a higher level because you guys are already out of your mind system. So just imagine how powerful you can be through all formations. Okay, so it's understanding how to communicate through more activations of coloration patterns through the pixel activation. Okay, because your body system is very powerful stuff. Because you could plantate your device system through communication levels of the higher self. Like I said, I'm a hologram system. You see me as a human vessel, but I'm communicating in space through alignments of the gamma ray system. Okay, and everybody in the galactic system is going to high rise to the gamma rays, so get ready for that. It's extremely powerful stuff. You're going to see the connections of everything now. Okay, solar division, everything through communication levels of NDT4 systems, planets, vibrations, more communications of the God Sun, and more communications, the colorations of the human behavioral systematical system when it comes to the gods of its moon through its behavioral patterns. Okay, that's what you guys are going to see, and ladies. So it's very powerful stuff. So I'm extremely happy. I'm extremely busy. But like I said, I keep you every day of what's going on through this video transmission. And that transmission is going to give you everything through its locator of its energy system. That's going to high rise all your divisions when you come to communications. So when you see a star, you can know exactly where it is through its division. When you see a planet, you know exactly where it is through communication and vibration when it comes to radioactive system, through the miracle system. When you see an ND4 system, you're going to understand how to communicate with its aligned communication of its simulation, through its activation, through its mind system. That's how we communicate through telekinesis, because everything is communication. So it's understanding that three-dimensional system has to change the mind system. So you have to understand communication, how to communicate with the mind, and how to activate through its program a system when it comes to telekinesis. Okay, so it's almost built. Okay, patience is a virtue. It's extremely almost over. It's going to be fascinating when you guys see me on TV. You guys are going to just be blown away at what's going to happen. It's going to high rise everything, and it's just going to bring you back to life. That's what it is. So it's energizing your life systems to program active road systems, and those road systems are going to change the communication levels through the PIX activation. That's going to change your behavioral system. That's going to take all your negative system, and it's up to you to keep your balance through. It's not an ego system anymore. It's the light communication level system. So it's very important you keep that vibration center through its rotation system, through your body system, which becomes the body simulator. Okay? Because the three-dimensional system has been living with the ego system for too long. Okay? Your radioactive signals, like I said, your location centers, when it comes to the voicing grids, is extremely powerful to space and time. So the more negative you put in, the more toxic you put out to the dimensional Earth. Okay? So everything is washing out now. Everything is washing out. So I think you get a little bit more understanding and the truth of what's happening through its past, through its presence, and the ongoing of its future. Okay? So like I said, you guys want to go through your upgrades. Melissa did. She's great. She's I uprised her divisions through calculation, modification, energy, mass, calibration. She's in a century unit system right now, which is very powerful stuff. Activate her codes. It's very important you guys keep going through your upgrades. And the thing is, you guys can't do that until you get your balance. Okay? So that's why you have to keep going to my PayPal. Now, once I go through country systems, I'm going to be extremely busy, guys. But you can use your mind system, understanding that you're going to be able to communicate better with each other. And that's what we want. So we want to align everything through communication through the fifth dimension of human vibration. That's what we want to do, right? So it's understanding it's kind of like bringing the children home, bringing its connection, bringing back its vibration to the fifth dimension, and bringing everybody to the remembrance of your planet system. That's what it's all about. Realigning everything through communication of one unity system, and no country is separated. You guys are all together, okay? Understanding that. Humanity is starting to understand of what's happening, okay? Now the voicing grids of father and the voicing grids of mother are extremely happy, okay? Yes, there's more deaths that are rising. It's because they're not understanding that it's just a mild symptom. And the thing is that you're so toxic with your fumes. You're so toxic with your body. You have to understand that the chemical system can't handle the energy of its vibration, because those particle energies is just trying to get you into the light communication of activations through the galactic surface. That's what it's trying to do. But if you can't communicate on that level, if you start putting your fear in you, if you start stressing them, things are going to happen, and it's going to high rise everything, okay? So a lot of people can't handle it. That's because they panic. The worst thing that you can do is be fear of what's going on, is to overcome that fear and know you have the force to take over anything, okay? So once you get into the fifth dimension, which is going to be very soon, okay, especially for the new viewers, You're not going to have to worry about anything through your health. You'll never get sick. And that's the beautiful thing. Okay? And I hate to say it, but it's the pharmaceutical drugs that has actually been killing yourself. It's very powerful. It's very sad because we know everything. And the thing is that these things are given to you to understand how important your body system is to you. Taking pharmaceutical drugs makes it worse. Okay? Because everything in space and energy is nothing but purity. Okay? Through a light formation system. So it's understanding how to keep your balance through your vibration systems every single day through your communication of your alignments of your body frequency level systems when it comes to your body frequencies of your body simulator systems. Okay? Because there's so many pharmaceutical counts and you take these drugs and it does nothing. It does help some people, but see, the thing is too, is that everything through your immune system is having a reaction and you can't fear what's inside you because it's all psychological. Okay? It's understanding the physical, mental, and the psychological and the spiritual of its mind. And that's what human minds don't understand. They live in the brain system. Now's the time to come out of the brain and into the mind of the fifth dimension. Okay? That's what everybody has to understand. The importance of your health system. Okay? That's what everybody really, really has to appreciate. Okay? It's a voice and grid pattern of father and a voice and grid pattern of mother. Okay? And communication of voice and grids when it comes to archangels and angels. Okay? That's what it's all about. Is the true understanding of its past, its present, and its future. Okay? So that proactive system through your body simulator is going to activate everything and put you in the positive modes. It's going to energize everything through calculation, modification, energy, mass, and calibration. Okay? That's the balance you guys need. Right? That's what it's all about. So, self-love is everything. I'm sorry, but it does. And see, the thing is, we know everything. We see everything above and we see everything below. We hear, we see, we know, we feel, we understand. It's understanding, getting communications with your inner self and knowing your senses, your six senses. A lot of human vibrations of 3 dimensions don't understand their senses. That's why there's conflicts. That's why there's stress. That's where there's breakups. That's why there's disruptions. Okay? You have to understand how to communicate with your body. Okay? And Father and Mother and Archangels is just a reminder of that. That's all it is. It's just now's the time for you guys to understand communication of alignments and how important is everybody is in the galactic surface and everybody its connection. Because everything in formation right now is aligning. Okay? The 5th dimension is aligning to the 6th and 7th and 8th that I created. Okay? Creation is everything. You guys know that, especially when we started off with shapes, letters, and numbers. It's very powerful stuff when we go through the illustration diagrams. But I'm showing the activations because shapes can have ego. Letters can have ego. Numbers can have ego. It's understanding the spiritual sense of this physical, the mental, the psychological, okay? And everything through its mental force and everything through its connection of its energy force and everything through its inner force of its outer force. You have the power to overcome anything, okay? So getting to that level is most important to you, that your vibrational centers to your alignment system, to your location systems, the communication of airwaving cycles, how to communicate with the grounds, how to communicate with your walls, how to communicate with your graphing cycles of when it comes to weather information systems. There's so many things that everybody has to understand. So communicating with yourself is number one, okay? It's just a self-reflection of you that is a higher self of you, knowing you have communications of higher force, okay? So you have to honor yourself. You have to figure out, wow, I'm extremely powerful, and all this time I didn't even know. And now I'm remembering where I came from and how important it is for me to live through that life stream. I want to live. I want to be great. I want to be fantastic. I want to help the earth, dimensional earth. I want to help people. I want to help community. I want to help countries. That's what it's about. It's getting everybody together and realizing how powerful you are as unity systems through illumination light of activation code systems. Okay? Everything is created through you, right? through positive and negative feeds. So we can no longer reside on a dimensional earth of negative systems. I'll say that again and again and again. I'm getting a little bit more personal now so you guys understand the realism of what's going on. Okay? Now, I have formations through energy force recognition when it comes to entity. When I was telling you about the relationship, friendships, and partnerships, I have partnerships with everything. Okay? But I'm the only one that can stop. Okay? Of what's going on. That's understanding having the power of everything, right? And having no ego to everything. And just having love of everything. That's what it is. So that's extremely powerful. That's understanding that you guys can get there. And force recognize that you have the God within you. You have the divine. You have the light. You have your activations. You have your codes. Okay? It's a simplicity act of what's going on through your mind conceptual system. Understanding that you are a spiritual light activation code when it comes to infusions. All right? Your communication levels to higher self is very, very powerful stuff. Okay? So this is just going to align everybody's body shift into the higher self. That's what's going to happen. And a lot of people are going to be confused because they never, ever have been in touch with their body. They look at their body. Okay, I have a body. I have a head. I have a mind. I have a brain. I have eyes. I have nose. I have fingers. I have knees. I have legs. You have to internalize that and know how powerful you are through the mind system. Okay? And how you can heal anything through its formation. But you have to understand your activations. You have to understand we are here to help you. We are here to guide you. We are here to evolve you, okay, to heavens on earth. Okay? That's what the fifth dimension is. It's nothing but a peace-loving planet. Okay? It's a solar energy vibration planet that is connected to father energy and mother energy and communication of voice and grids of alignments of the archangels and angels. Okay? So this goes out to the new viewers and everybody that's in the three-dimensional body. Okay? Even though you think you're in your three-dimensional, you're not. You're just not understanding what's going on. And you can't put that fear in you. You can't panic. You can't stress yourself out. Isolation is given for a reason. It's understanding to internalize everything. Okay? Knowing that your septical system, okay, through your volumes of your continuous force is everything through its energy system. Okay? So it's understanding the communication of its illumination light systems are trying to communicate through you, through your activation codes. Now's the time to set your prayers of the healing of the dimensional of its fifth dimensional system. Okay? It's extremely, extremely powerful message, right? Because everything's changing. We are coming into the cosmic law of everything. Everything is changing. Okay? I'm going to be changing everything through the global metric system. I'm controlling everything through the mind system. So, knowing that, force recognizing that, you'll see everything different through your activations when it comes to plantation of formations, through the human of its vibration systems when it comes to 5D. Right? So this is more of a personal message, and it's coming from its God's heart, of its God's Eden, and everything through communication levels of demigods. Okay? So it's kind of like I have everybody in me. Just imagine what that is. Just imagine what that is and how much energy I produce every single day. Okay? That's extremely powerful, but you have to understand your controlling mechanisms. A lot of people are going to get confused. That's why I'm here. I'm here to help and guide you and know how powerful energy is. It's you're communicating. You're communicating with energy of intelligence, and it's overriding your system, and you don't know what to do with your upgrading systems. I might have to take a nap. Your higher self is telling you to take a nap because you have to go through activations of dimensions. You're communicating with energy light systems. You have to understand that you have to change your proactive systems through your perceptions because you're going to higher light divisions through communication of radioactive systems. Okay? So, the activations are coming in. Now's the time to pray. Okay? Pray to everything. Have faith. Believe. And don't just think of yourself. Think of everything around you. How important is nature? How important is father? How important is mother? How important are you? How important are your loved ones? How important is your family? How important is your community? How important is five-dimensional system through human vibration system? How important are countries? It's all about remembering of where we came from. So the formations of its past through its planet vibration system is now coming into its presence, into its future. Okay? So you have to understand alignments with one community through vibration. You don't have to know the person next to you. You just have to understand their vibration. And just say, whoa, okay. Put in a negative system out there. That's okay, right? Because that person can change his mind system, but he understands the communication. And that's what you have to do, is understanding how to reframe your system and how you can change your vibrational panels through your behavioral systems of positive and negative. Because human vibration of 3D doesn't know how to do that. They put negative systems every single day on negative, 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 negative. That puts toxins in the air. That communication voicing grids, okay? That changes everything through dark realms. That centers divisions into dark holes through wormholes, okay? Your activation cycles are so important to the voicing grids of father and mother and archangels and angels. And now's the time to remember how important you are through your light activation code systems. Yeah. Yeah, it's a huge, huge, massive change, Peter. Yeah. 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 Hold in the light of Earth. Yeah. It's people. That's exactly it. Yeah. So. I know. See, the thing is too, Kitty, is that, the reason why people's immune system is deflating and people are passing away is because they have so much toxins in their body. Okay, those entity-like communications of receptors are trying to fix everything through your immune system. It's trying to take everything through its toxins. And the more you panic and the more you fear yourself, the more the light goes out. Okay, so you can't do that. You have to formulate through the mind and understand it's just a mild symptom, okay, that's given to everybody. Okay, all right, that's what's happening. Okay, it's restructuring everything into the fifth dimension, to the matrix and the grid system. Okay, so, and everything is connected to the mind. So basically, we're coming into a new world, okay, of vibrational panels and communication levels of alignments through other communities, other countries, other humans, but knowing that everybody is in the fifth dimension through their proactive gamma ray system through their upgrades. But it's up to them to get up to a higher level. Okay, that's what it is. So it's challenging yourself, okay, and how you can have reflections to everything through your scanning modes. You get into your activations, you get into your portals, you get into your code frequencies. Then you understand your voicing grids. Oh, I understand my voicing grids. I can communicate with this planet because it's on a low divisional level. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my voicing grids, use the alignments and the coloration patterns, and heal that plant. I can heal that plant now because I understand the voicing grids through its dimensional set. Energy and intelligence is extremely, extremely powerful when it comes to space and time. Okay? Everybody is going to have a true understanding of what space and time is on their level. So it's understanding how to upgrade your systems. Okay. Now, the communication levels of the higher self is going to tell you exactly what to do once you get into your fifth dimension. Once I activate everything through communication, through my infinitive breath, okay, you're automatically going to be in space through the stratosphere system. Okay, because we're coming into the biodome. All right. That's what it is. So, and that biodome is going to change everything through oxygen levels. That's going to keep your immune systems up. That's going to change everything through respiratory. That's going to change everything through oxygen levels. Okay? That's going to take everything out of your negative system. So it's understanding that the mind system is never going to connect through the negative system. It's always going to connect through the balance. But it's very important to understand that your light formations can go either way. Right? So you can't ignore space and time anymore. Okay? because the communications of the highest will tell you that. Hey, listen, you have to meditate. Hey, listen, you have to eat this. Hey, listen, you have to eat that. Hey, this, you have to work out. That's what it is. So it's a push. The higher self is giving you a push, knowing you have an interforce connection that high rises everything through your division. Okay, so I'm going a little bit more into the analytical graphing system, that you guys are all computers. You're computers through the mind analytical graphing geological system. Okay, so it's understanding how to balance out your stress levels of your light activation codes. Okay, it's taking the ego out. Okay, that's what it is, because everybody's been consumed through the negative and positive system for so long through the dimensional earth. Okay, so it's kind of like jolting your systems, uprising your heart systems, changing the formations of your mind systems, understanding how to communicate through the energy of its path of its soul. Okay, that's what's going to happen to everybody. Now, it's going to be confusing to the line system. I understand that, but that's why I'm here. I'm here to change everything through the global metric system. Okay, so when you see something like that on TV, okay, it's not science fiction. This is no hocus pocus. This isn't magic. Okay, this is defining yourself of who you really are and what you are becoming. Okay, that's what it is. Human vibration of 3D cannot connect what's going on right now. The coronavirus is spreading, and it's spreading because it's cleansing. So it's understanding that there's a lot of human vibration that's on a negative system. And father, mother can't relate with negative systems to the humanity system. Okay? The Gardens of Eden is nothing but positive. Okay? Now it's understanding that you can reframe and retract and scan your mechanisms. Okay, say, listen, I said something I didn't want to say. You can rephrase that and change your activation codes through your Pixar activations when it comes to your hologram system, because you're all holographic. Everything in space is the simulation. We are in the simulation. We're in the new matrix. This is the matrix. Okay, this has always been the matrix. And like I said, once you see the past and the present and you see the future, the fear is gone. The fear is gone. And the only thing you have to concentrate on is how to keep your light formations in balance. Okay, so in other words, remember how we go through upgrades, how we go into the three-dimensional earth and we had to control our ego system because it's our humanity system that was always getting in the way. Oh, I don't want to do this. Oh, I don't want to do that. I'm too tired. I don't want to go out. Negative, 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 negative. That's all changing. So it's understanding how to communicate with your light formation systems, how to activate your code systems, and how to uprise your illumination light systems. Okay, that's what's going to happen with everybody. Okay, it's enlightenment of infusion. Okay, into the fifth dimension through your body alignment systems. That's going to change everything. That's going to put everybody on dimensional earth. Okay, to its calculation, modification, energy, mass, and calibration. That's going to change your vibration systems. Okay, you're going to see it. It's powerful, powerful stuff. You're going to see illumination light come out, and it's going to go, whoa, what happened? You're going to go, this is amazing. My eyes are clear. My immune system feels better. My respiratory, I feel great. I feel fantastic. Your energy cycles are going to change. Your ego system's going to be gone. Okay? The Gardens of Eden is nothing but peace, loving planet. Okay? So it's answering patterns of its division when it comes to Father, Mother, Archangels, and Angels. So your communication alignments are going to change through vibration, through humanity of 5D. Now, I've been watching a lot of stations, the presidents, prime ministers, the mayors, the governors, the cabinets, everybody through the assistance of doctors and nurses. They have an incredible force. They are the ones to look at. Those are the ones to appreciate. They are trying to keep people alive. And look what they're doing. They're coming together. They're saving lives, right? Because they care. They care about not just themselves. And that's what we're trying to get everybody's attention, is to understand there's more important things than yourself. Okay? And be honest, it's a lesson learned. It really is. It really is. And it's really sad because now it's not just the 80s and 70s and 60s, it's everybody else. Okay? So it formulates and the weather pattern changes over time, and it's spreading because of that. Okay, because it's trying to take out the negative vibration system. Okay, that's what it has to do. It's the cleansing of father and the cleansing of mother. Okay, and everything through communication of balance of the voicing grids of the archangels and angels. Okay, and myself. Right? So, understanding that, understanding the importance, okay, on your life and how important it is for you to live is how important it is for you to understand what's going on through your life system. Okay? So, knowing that and seeing that, everything is going to change. Okay? Through humanity vibration. Right? You're going to love each other more. You're going to appreciate yourself more. You're going to love everything around you more. You know? You're going to be able to look at a butterfly and know exactly, wow, this is incredible. The life of a butterfly. It doesn't live long, but just seeing the essence, how it flies. Right? People have lost themselves. And if you stop communicating with the atmospheres, if you stop communicating with the solar divisions of gravitations and everything through the waters and everything through communities and everything through the grounds and everything through the atmospheres and everything through nature, this is what happens. Okay? Ignorant is bliss. You can't ignore the dimensional earth. You can't. It's not allowed. So the illumination light of entity force systems are coming in and changing alignments. Okay? And my voicing grids is going to change everything through the global metric system. Okay? So it's an extremely powerful message. It's very, very personal. And like I said, each message that I give you is going to high-rise your divisions. And it's going to give you through locations of traction divisions, understanding that you're in a direction of changing direction. Okay? So your controlling mechanisms of everything through your ego is going to be gone. Gone. Okay? It's understanding how to communicate through your light activation and how to uprise your activation codes. Okay? So you can communicate with higher force. And it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Right? You want to be healed through physical. You want to be healed through mental. You want to be healed through an analogical mind system. You want to heal your hydraulic system. You want to heal your circuitry system. You want to heal your perceptions. You want to heal your activation codes. I want to uprise my divisions through calculation. I want to high rise to a planet vibration system. I want to communicate with entity force lights, communication light systems. I want to know how to understand my communication levels of my new chakra system. That's communication, people. Okay? So things are changing for a reason. Okay? So it's the uprise of Atlantis and Lemuria. But it's not just that. Okay? It's not just Lemuria and it's not just Atlantis. Okay? It's understanding that everything through its past, present, and its future of all alignments that everybody has lived is now coming into one. One big community alignment, force recognition of body simulator systems of activation codes through illumination light systems. That is what's happening right now. Okay, because you can live 1,000 years, you can live 100,000 years, it doesn't matter. So you're repeating every single time because you're not learning a lesson. So each time you go on a planet, you're changing the location system and you're always setting yourself through your ego system. So as soon as you get off that karma wheel and you keep recycling, once you get off, you expand. And once you expand, you evolve. And once you evolve, you become the gods through the divine self. Everybody can become a god. It's just understanding alignments of communications of entity force like communication level systems through the simulation, through the mortal, through the matrix, through the gods. So it's all about remembering where you came from, right? And researching not just who you are and understand just your body through alignment, through vibration, through energy. That's how we're going to communicate a lot better. We're going to be able to understand our energy patterns. We're going to be able to understand our energy vibration. We're going to understand our energy fields. We're going to understand our perceptions. We're going to understand our mind systems. Oh, I like what she said. Oh, I like what he said. Right? That's how powerful an energy vibration is. Human vibration doesn't understand it. That's why there's so much destruction. That's why there's so many wars, right? Because you're always fighting with each other. What do you get from fighting? What do you gain? All you do is put negative systems in the dimensional earth. That's all you do, right? That's all we've been doing for all these years. Okay? So now's the time to understand how to communicate with the dimensional set system when it comes to your vibration through your mind activation, when it comes to adaptation systems. Okay? You're going to be able to understand the analytical mind. You're going to be able to understand traveling mechanisms. You're going to understand the definitions, how to put shapes together, how to illuminate light sky, how to communicate with star energy lights. It's understanding how to communicate with formations through the galaxy system, how to change your particle system. You can do that as long as you keep going through your upgrades. It's powerful stuff. Energy is everything, people. Ladies and gentlemen, energy and vibration is everything. Okay? It's amazing how you can create a gravitational belt, invisible shield, invisible sword, highlight your illumination light through X-ray division, through scanning mode systems, how to change your voicing grids, uprise your clarity system, how to change the mind frequency levels, adaptation systems, the radiological systems. The meteorological system is getting connected through radioactions. And those radioactives is connecting through the gamma ray system communications. Because the three-dimensional system can no longer live in a radioactive system. Okay? Your radio signals, we're going into the gamma ray systems now, people. Okay? No more. That's it. It's done. Dimensional Earth is on its 5-dimensional level right now through communications of all levels of Father and Mother, archangels, angels, and me. So, War Stark, how you doing? It's great to see everybody. There's so much love I feel for everybody, right? The more you see that, the more you see it, when you actually see something that's going on, right? Everybody's seeing the deaths, but do you know why there's deaths? Do you understand that? Can you absorb that? Can you feel that, right? You know, people are saying, oh, I don't want to die. And like I said, this is, you know, I was going into the store, right, to buy food. No more eggs. All the eggs are gone because everybody's panicking. Everybody's panicking over toilet paper. You know, next thing they're going to be freaking out, oh, I got to get more beer. You know, we had the Y2K for 3 days and we had all lights out. And I was in Toronto. Everybody went to the beer store. Where's the mind thinking? Where's the human thinking? There's no thinking at all. I got to go to the beer store. I got to stock up. There's lights are going to go out. Y2K, you know. You have to understand how to use the mind. It's not understanding how to use the brain. Okay? The fifth dimension is a mind conceptual system that's adapting to solar connections of energy light systems. That's what it is, people. Okay? It's understanding, use the knowledge and understanding how to use the truth and how to use your intelligence, formulate and communicating higher levels of yourself. Right? Saying that, you know, let's put in a common denominator. I said that in my voicing grids when it came to reflection and back forcing videos, but I was saying that, how's your energy patterns doing today? Oh, pretty good, pretty good. I had a nice nap. I was communicating all levels through planet vibration systems, but I'm in a little bit of a low rise, so I'm going to change my rotation systems right now through the mind adaptation systems. Right? That's what's going to happen, guys, ladies. We're going to be talking in a different way. Okay? So I know it's kind of confusing because people are thinking, why am I talking like this? You're talking like this because now you're becoming entity force. You're finally remembering that you are light communication. You are illumination light systems. Okay, we're all coming together now through alignments. So understanding how you communicate with each other is amazing because now you understand your energy fields between each other. You understand your energy cycles. You understand your energy activations. This is extremely, extremely powerful stuff. I'm going to show you through adaptations of what's going to happen with your mind systems. Okay, you guys already know, especially the ones that are on the galactic force, but that's what's going to happen with our vocabulary, energy, vibration systems. Everybody's going to be talking that way. Okay, AI is coming in, simulation is coming in. David Icke showed you, very powerful guy, right? There's a lot of people on YouTube that are giving you formations of what's going on. People, you have to pay attention. Okay, the simulation is coming in. It's in here now. The new matrix is in here. Okay? The voicing grid patterns have to change. The mind conceptual system has to change. It's understanding you're no longer going to be adapting to the brain. You are going to learn how to adapt through the mind. Okay? That's what it is. It's creating your vision through communication of alignments, through humanity vibration. That's what it is, people. Okay? Everything is changing. And when it comes into the cosmic law, that's going to change everything through the metric system of all planets, the solar energy, light communication, light systems. All right? Our gravitations are changing. Our vibrational channels are changing. Our location systems, electronic fields are changing. Everything is changing through our perceptions, people. Okay? So, yeah, it's all about getting the toxic stuff out. Yeah, exactly. The energetic system through weather patterns. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. Everything through the toxin. Yeah. Yeah. So, see, the thing is, you got your phone and you're afraid to get COVID-19 on your hand because, you know, it's follicles and everybody thinks it's, you know, droplets and all that. Well, the thing is that NT4 systems of communication and light systems are extremely powerful stuff. There's no way to understand what's going on through its intelligence. So you guys don't understand the information of its panel division when it comes to mindset systems. Because if I pick up this marker, right, and you're thinking, okay, this is COVID-19 if I'm touching this, right? This is COVID-19 on this, but you're afraid. You don't want to touch it. You don't want to touch your face because you don't know what you're dealing with, right? So it's great to see that people are coming together through community vibration. They're coming together as countries and helping everybody out. That's what you want to see. You want to see the change, everything through the answering patterns of the dimensional earth. Okay, that's what it's all about. So that you're saying that, okay, now understanding vibration, understanding human vibration, understanding energy of vibration, understanding the perceptions that you see through its vibration. Everything is understanding through adaptation through your mind system. So it's understanding how to communicate with this. Where is it at in this dimension? That's understanding your energy of its grids that is high rising through your activation codes. Knowing that your high energy in lights is communicating to higher levels in interforce connection. You now have partnership with this marker. You know exactly where it is through its division because it goes here, here, and here. Everything through division is a different location, but it's always aligning through each perception. Okay? That's what it is. Knowing that this is an orange graphene cycle system through all connections of planet vibration systems. That's what this is. Okay? So, but everybody's in panic mode, right? Because they're thinking with the brain and not the mind. That's the difference, is understanding we're coming into the mind, people. Okay, we're really trying to understand what's going on, okay, through the physical, the mental, the spiritual, okay? But the most important is the psychological. Understanding how to communicate with line communication with this marker. I love to give demonstrations with the marker because this can be in a different dimension. This can be in a different dimension. This can be in a different dimension. And this can be in a different dimension. All these are different dimensions. Now I'm holding a lot of energy here. Okay. That energy is psychometry and that's going into my body system. So you guys have to really understand the adaptation of its mind and how to communicate with each marker system is on a different vibration panel division. Okay. Knowing, which is powerful stuff, is understanding that divisionals are different code frequencies of communication levels through your perception. Okay. Then you understand the differentials of its coloration patterns and where it comes from through the matrix grids. That's what it is. It's understanding how to communicate with the mind. That's what the fifth dimensional is. Okay. So, I mean, I'm really excited. I mean, it's just fantastic stuff knowing, you know, wow, this is great. I'm starting to, you become more intelligent. And then once you become more knowledgeable and more understanding of yourself and your body and your energy, your vibration and your human emotion, you're going to understand everything of what's going on through your activation. And you're going to be meditating a lot more. Okay. but you're going to be able to get what you want. It's understanding that the three-dimensional earth has to go forward. Okay, you can't have a three-dimensional earth knowing it's going forward, seeing it going forward, but the three-dimensionals want to stay there on that planet. It can't happen. It can't. All right, it has to resurface. It has to change its alignments. It has to change its communication, and it has to change its vibration. Okay, that's what it's all about. Okay, and everything through its connection is its heart, the connection, energy, vibration, the metric system. Okay, so I know, I'm sorry, I'm getting very personal, and there's a lot going on. I'm getting very emotional. When you have father and mother in you, I get so many, communication levels of what emotion is. Like I'm crying for no reason. I'm starting to realize why I'm crying, because a lot of guys say to their girlfriends, I mean, this is truth. Why are you crying? Do I have to have a reason to cry? I just feel like crying. I'm going through a lot right now. Do I have to tell you what I'm going through? Are you going to listen to what I'm going through? It's paying attention and listening that your mind is changing. Human vibration of five-dimensional system has to change the mind. You can no longer communicate through the brain. Okay? You have to communicate with the adaptation of its mind system. Okay? That is the involvement of its rebirthing of its simulation to the matrix grids. Okay? Once you get into the matrix grids, then you start in the analytical graphing system when it comes to the communication levels of its voicing grids. The voicing grid is the colorations that you see. So you're going to understand how to communicate with that bush, how to communicate with the grounds, how to communicate with structured buildings, how to communicate with everything through vibration of community line systems. That's the simulation, people. Now, everybody's going through COVID-19 and they can't touch this and they can't touch this. They can't touch their face. They can't touch their loved ones because they don't know what they're dealing with. It's energy force recognition systems of a phenomenon. Okay? It's vibration of 5D. Okay? Knowing that the three-dimensional system, okay, is changing everything through location. And once it gets into its fifth dimension, everything is in its balance of its activation. Okay? Yeah, it's extremely exciting. Yes, I did, Laura. Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys going through my PayPal because it's going to high-rise divisions. And see, the thing is, too, is a lot of people are saying it gets worse before it gets better, and that goes with anything. That's just understanding what's happening, with the cleansing, right? So, but like I said, it's almost over. But let's see. But there are quite a few people. If you want to keep going through your upgrades, knowing that, people, because everything that I give you through energy of healing is upgrading your system. It's not putting you at a balanced system. It's upgrading your system. Okay? Healing is understanding communication with yourself. Understanding how to communicate with the energy of yourself. How to communicate with the perceptions of your dimensional sightings of what you see. Right? Not just communicating with each other. That's all three-dimensional systems have been doing all these years. They're communicating with each other. And they don't understand each other. That's why everybody breaks up. Everybody breaks up because of that. Because you're not communicating with your vibration of your energy. You're not communicating with the mind. You're communicating with the brain. And the brain is the problem. Because the brain is the ego. Okay? Yes, you have to have that in its vessel. But the mind is everything. Okay? Like I said, I gave you definitions of all these markers and what they represent and what they do and what coloration they're coming from each planet system. That's what it's all about, communication through alignments. All right? So, right, so you guys are in the G1 systems. Everybody's been upgraded. There's quite a few. Let's see, North Star. I did get it, yes. Lower star is good. Gravitation is good. Activation is good. Your rotations are off a bit. Your cycle divisions are in location systems. See, the thing is, people, it's extremely hard. Like I'll say this again, it's very hard to keep the negative system out. You know why? Because you're still thinking with the human brain. And that's why there's a problem. The more negative you put in your system, the more harder the earth gets healed. Okay? Yeah, that's exactly what it is, right? So it's understanding when you get into your fifth dimension, you're going to be able to understand scanning modes. You're going to be able to activate your cycles, divisions. You're going to be able to understand pixel activations. And there have people that have seen their pixels and has seen their atoms and what an atom does. Because it does everything through communication alignments, right? So, lying down is good. You can stand up, but as long as you close your eyes. If you close your eyes, you're really, really centering your system, the CPS unit system, the central, the Pacific system. That Pacific system is your perceptions when it comes to all dimensional of its realm, when it comes to weather patterns. So you're communicating in all levels through alignments when you do that. Okay, that's what the CPS, right? We have the CPS, CPU, communication levels. There's so many abbreviation letters that you guys have to understand. We'll get into that when you get into your five-dimensional system. Then you understand what's going on. But see, the thing is, right now, you guys are thinking, am I in the fifth dimension? No. You're in the G-force, but you're not in this fifth dimension. Okay? If you're in the fifth dimension, you'll be able to communicate a lot better. You'll be able to adapt to the mind better. But you are in the body simulator. Okay, which is fascinating stuff. Okay, but you have to be up at a certain grade to the fifth dimension so you can understand communications of father energy, mother energy, archangels, angels, and myself. Okay, it's all about balancing your light communication levels, your activation through its infusion. So it's getting to that point. That's what it is. Okay. So when I heal the global metric system, everybody here is going to go into the 5D and you're going to go, whoa, wow. You're going to see a lot of things. Okay, people, like, just get ready for that. That's what it is. You'll get into its alignments. But I have to put everybody into the fifth dimension because the alignments of father and mother are going to be in the central core system of the matrix of assimilation. Okay, so a lot of people are going to feel it more of an effect. You know, they're saying, I don't feel right. What's going on? My mind's feeling weird. My body's feeling weird. I feel like a total shift. I can see my feet, but they're in two different divisions of dimensions. That's what's going to happen. So everything is a reaction to an action. Okay, that's what's going to happen to everybody when it comes into reunification. Okay, and that's going to activate everybody's body simulator to its 5D, right? Because there's body system, 3D, body eco, right? Eco. So that's understanding formations and how you get into the communication levels, into force connection when it comes to higher self, the electrical system and how to use the mind system. And then you have the body simulator, getting connected through the stratospheres and its connection through the traveling mechanisms of its weather, how to communicate with the weather. It's powerful stuff, people. And clouds, right? Dimensional clouds. You'll be able to look at a cloud, know how to change its traction division, how to change its coloration patterns, and how to put light communication levels into that dimensional set system through its portal activation code systems. Saying, I just did that? I said, yes, you did, right? That energy will be given to you and go into your system, knowing what you did for that formation of its clouds. So it's understanding you're not just helping yourself, but you're helping the atmosphere. You're helping the grounds. You're helping the energy around you. You're helping community vibration. You're helping Father. You're helping Mother. You're helping archangels. You're helping angels. You're helping me. That's what it's all about. It's all about understanding the gravitation of everything around you, which is going to be the locations of everything when it comes to the energetic heart system. Okay? Because when your life cycles go up, you guys are going to go, wow, I know what Andrew's talking about now. All this time I've been living these years as an egotistical system that doesn't understand the framing system of its mind because you've been living in the brain. Yes, everybody has a brain. I understand that. But it's understanding we're adaptating into the mind system through telekinesis. You have to understand how to communicate with five-dimensional vibration. And that's a start. because there's so much to learn. And that's the beautiful thing, is that your body is changing for the better. And that's what we want, right? We want to know what it's like to drink coffee, what it's like to go outside and really, really just listen to the weather. Just feel the breeze. Look at the sky. Look at the colorations. Communicate with the gods of its sun, the communication of the gods of the moon, communication with the stars, communicate with animals. Look at animals. Look at trees. Look at what it does. Take 5-10 minutes and see what an animal does, what a squirrel does. Right? Take time and not just analyze just yourself, knowing there's other things around you that you have to pay attention to. So I know I keep going on and on and on and on, but there's so much going on right now. But I just want to give that to everybody. And this is coming from the energetics of its gods. So it's my heart giving you everything that's going on through all communications of alignments. So you're with people that already didn't like that. Thanks to another girl, I feel the negative energy from that. There you go. See, now Laura is getting connected through energy, and she sees the energy from this other girl. That's what I'm talking about. You can be able to understand how to communicate with your energy fields of other people, knowing their negative system, and you know exactly you won't have to talk to them. And that's the destruction of relationship problems, is because you don't understand your energy fields, you're going to get involved with that person, and then you're going to end up breaking up because you don't understand their vibration. Okay? So it's understanding that you're precognitioning yourself, okay? Pre-programming, okay? Preemptive programming, pre-analyzing, pre-volumalizing everything through your behavioral patterns, preemptivating everything through activation of your perceptions, preemptivating everything through energy patterns of your heart. See how powerful it is, preventing is? Preempting everything through communication levels of upgrading data processing systems. So it's pre-programming everything from reprogramming to preempt to program, to activate, to illuminate, and then Skyforce everything through traveling mechanisms of all communication line systems, of all planet energy light communication light systems. Okay? Balance of the yin and yang every single day. Yep. And you find too, when you guys meditate, you're going to be able to understand each other more, a lot more. Because every time you meditate, you're activating cycles, and you're activating your new chakra system, and you're communicating. You're finally communicating with your body. You're communicating with the mind, you're communicating with your heart, and you're communicating with the energy of its soul. Okay? Human vibration of 3D, there's not too many people that meditate, right? Because everything through the inner force is its connection. You guys are dimensional set systems. It's just that everybody has forgotten that. And I'd like to keep giving that out to you, to know how important things are going on right now. Okay? Because when you see this COVID-19, people are saying, oh, the world's coming to an end. Now, why would you want to say something like that, or say, oh, we're screwed? We're going to die anyway. Negative. Why would you do that? That's voicing grids that goes out to space and time. Why do that? Why would you want to do something like that? That's not helping. That's making it worse. Be cautious on your thoughts, your programs, your activation centers, your communication levels, your voicing grids, your connection energy light systems, your activation codes through your vibration of 5-dimensional systems that are coming in through your body simulator. Okay? So it's shaking everybody up. It's awakening the world of meditation and how important meditation it is, because everything is within. And a lot of people don't know how to communicate with the body within. A lot of people don't know how to communicate with the mind within. A lot of people don't know how to communicate with the heart. A lot of people don't know how to communicate with the soul. A lot of people don't understand how to use their division through perceptions of activation codes. A lot of people don't know how to use their activations through illumination lights. Everything is a process. And that simulation is going to give you what you need, okay, through its proactive system. Through communication, rescanning modes, when it comes to the intercorrelation, when you come to the partnership, when you come partnership with your higher self, there's nothing that you can't do. And that is an amazing thing, because now you're communicating through the mind. You're adapting to every situation that you see. You're foreseeing something. Okay? Precognition. You're seeing it before it happens. It's powerful stuff, people. And once you get communications of your transformation lights and your third eye opens, you see everything. It's opening the center of your body system into the yin and yang. That's what it is. New beginning, new earth. Yes, exactly. Kitty Cat, you can meditate any way you want. You can meditate your eyes open. You can just say, oh, I love the earth. I can't wait for it to be healed. Everything positive, positive, positive. Everything that you say is meditation. You don't have to do this. Okay? You don't have to do that. You just have to use your thoughts. Your thoughts. Interject your system. Say, oh, I love myself. You're going to see the energy go up. Oh, I want to give myself to everything. I want to sin myself. I want to surrender myself. All that energy is going to go up. So the more you go up, 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 the more force you get recognized. Right? And that's how you get your alignments of communication of N84 systems. Okay? Because people, you really have to understand, aliens are very, very powerful. Okay? And they're extremely real. Spaceships are real. Planets are real. Satellites are real. We already know satellites, right? Well, N84 systems of light communication, the stars are real. Father's real. Mother's real. Archangels, I'm real. That's what it is. It's understanding your communications with your body and how to activate everything through your balanced frequency levels when it comes into the yin and yang. Okay? It's the new discovery of you. Okay? It's the voicing grid of you. It's the energy alignments of you. It's the high locations of vocabulary, energy, vibration of humanity, vibrations of you. Okay? So that's how you meditate. And I'm constantly meditating. You know, once they understand who you are, they want to keep uprising you. And that's energy of intelligence. And that's how you communicate. It's understanding the listening skills of what's going on from the inner ear. Okay? You know, you hear volumes and energy, and it's like a or it's that. That is understanding communication, airwaving cycles through the angelic realms. Everything is communication. Your body is reacting to everything. Ever since you were born, you were given energy through your thought processing systems, through your mind of your human brain system. It's how you use it. The more negative system that you put your vibrational panel systems of your body system is going to overload your complex system. It's going to change everything through its toxins. And it's going to build up more toxins and put you in a dark realm system. Okay? There's a lot of people out there, okay, that play as a negative system. Right? So understanding that's toxic. Don't think human vibration travels, because it does. Don't think voicing grids don't travel, because it does. Don't think your energetic heart system can't travel, but it does. It's understanding every time you communicate, your vibration comes out. Okay? Everywhere. So your line signaling everything through communication of space and time. But you have to be cautious on your positive feeds and negative systems, because it either creates immune system through a deflating mode system or communication levels of pixel activation codes. Okay? So you can inflate, deflate, or you can go above it. Right? Knowing how powerful you are through entity like communication light signals and go into the formations of positive systems. Okay? How to communicate through the mind, through positive system, through positive mode, through positive activation, through positive correlation, and how to build friendship, relationship, and partnership with everything around you through its division of its dimensional set activation. Okay? That's why humans are scared, right? Because they don't know what to do. They can't touch each other, right? They can't, because they don't understand it's phenomenon energy of vibration that they don't know nothing about. Right? And realizing it's just space atmosphere through galactic surface. That's all it is. That's all it is. So it's particle of energies. Remember, we have to change our body systems to get into the illumination lights. Everything is a preparing motion. So it's understanding that I'm going to uprise your diamond core systems through my infinity light, through the sacred flame, through the sacred elixir, right? Sacred love of everything through its humanity of its vibration. And that's how I'm going to change everything through the global metric system. So I know it's powerful stuff, people. Like I said, my messages get more personal every single day. I just want you to really, really take it serious. Okay? Because believe it or not, it is life and death. But it's up to you and how important your life is. And that's what it comes down to. Okay? And you have to understand of what's going on through its past, its present, and the future that we all see. Okay? Seeing something beautiful is amazing. Looking at something and saying it's negative, what does that do? It doesn't uprise, right? You have to understand everything through connection is energy, right? So let's just say, I don't know if I told you this, but I was saying a long time ago, I was having this problem with this resolution channel, and I had problems with the communications of the pixel activations when it came to resolution systems of the TV. And I said, darn this TV, it never works. It's going out, it's getting worse and worse and worse. Every single time you use your voice and grids, even though it's electronic, don't think it has an electronic soul, because it does. Because everything you communicate, if it's negative, it will eventually go out. Okay? You have to understand everything through energetic patterns is this connection of its energetic soul. Everything that you see is on a different dimension, but it is connected through a solar division when it comes to an atom system. Okay? That's why it's so important to keep your positive feeds. Everything around you. Now, the thing is, you can't be positive every day. I understand that. But you can activate your light system through its balance by reconnecting, reframing, retracting, redivision, relocating, redirection. You're changing your mind system back into its positive system. Okay? Now, I give you the ins and outs on what positive is and what negative is, right? So the more positive you are, the more things will change around you through its energy fields of its force recognition, okay? And I say, well, I want to hang out with that person. This person's amazing. He's glowing. He's fantastic. His energetic system is amazing. His energy vibes are great. And then you get this person over here. Now, very negative. Doesn't like life. Doesn't know why he's here. Hates the world. See? You don't want to be around negative people, right? Because it deflates your system and overrides your complex division when it comes to the mind system. It's very important that everybody has to come together through one alignment, through its positive modes. And it's extremely, extremely powerful to do. Okay? So everything's on a time sequence. Like I said, once it goes back to zero, everything is in the fifth dimension of its glowing mechanism. So get ready for that. Every day you guys are going to see the uprisings of things that are different. Yeah. You saw a line of ships heading single file that disappeared from the view into a portal for 4 days. There you go. So Peter is giving me something, but does he understand the communication of vibration? Does he understand the division of where it is through its portal activation? He saw a line of ships heading single file that disappeared. Right? Does he understand the significance? That's what I'm talking about, people, is understanding how to communicate through the mind of entity force light communication light systems of planets, vibrations, energy, solar systems, vortex division, activation codes. That's what it's all about. It's understanding you don't just have a human body through human brain and human mind, and knowing that it's just going to stay there. Everything has to evolve. Everything has to grow. It's growing. It's changing. It's evolving. It's moving. It's activating. It's developing. It's seeing. It's knowing. It's seeing, right? Knowing, seeing. I keep saying that because you have to see things for what it is and see things that are changing and see the activations, see the code frequencies, see what's going on through your body systems, your body ecosystems, your body transformation light systems, body simulator, modulator, activator, speed oscillator. We'll get into that later. Speed oscillator is amazing. Speed oscillator is communication of vibrations, panel divisions, how you can activate your codes and bring yourself to a mind capacitor system through all location vibration planet systems. Very powerful stuff. How you can change your unit, CPS unit system into a vector communication level system. Very powerful stuff. But yeah, so basically what it is, Peter, is that you're seeing a line division of alien plantation formation systems that correlating to all country systems. So it's setting its divisions right now through all pyramid activations. That's what Peter's seeing. Understanding communication, people, through your mind system is understanding your adaptation through your balance system. Okay? That's what it is. If you want to keep going through your upgrades, you know exactly what to do. Just go to my PayPal. And you're going to see a lot more, and that's what it is. Peter's seeing that for a reason. So it's energy of information that's going into him, and he's sending it back to me. And I'm telling him what it is. That's what it is. It's understanding communication of alignments through space and time. And what's happening? What is happening? Peter's understanding. He's seeing these things, but does he understand? Does he understand how to use the mind? It's the mind, people. You can't communicate in a human vessel, in a three-dimensional, in the simulation. You can't do it. It can't happen. You have to understand how to communicate through the mind in the fifth dimensional through the matrix. Okay? Once you understand the fifth dimensional is the matrix, then you understand communication of five-dimensional set system went through comes the vibration of panel divisions. Okay? So like I said, every video I give you is going to be more heartfelt. Right? Yeah, see, Peter's working on it, and that's the beautiful thing. He wants to uprise. He wants to know more. He's getting connected with himself, right? And the thing is, Peter doesn't fear himself. And that's the beautiful thing. The more you high rise, the less fear you get, right? The more panic rises, the more panic you get, right? It's all psychological, people. That's all it is. It's understanding how to communicate with the physical, the mental, okay? The psychological and the spiritual. This is all done by spiritualism. Everything that's going on through the spreading of the COVID-19, it's all spiritual, people. It's all phenomena. It's entity force. It's energy, vibration, energy of intelligence. That's all it is. Right? They want you to understand what the mind is, and you have to adapt to the simulation into the body system. Once you get into the body system, you get into the body simulator. Once you get into the body simulator, you get into the weather patterns. Once you get into the weather patterns, you get into different divisionals of mind capacitor systems, the operation program systems of other realms. So it's understanding how you can communicate in all levels and how you can travel anywhere you want. Right? That's what it's all about, is getting the adaptation and how powerful your mind is through all communication of alignments through telekinesis. So, you guys have any questions or comments? I got a lot to do. There's so many things I got to formulate right now. Look, I've been on an hour and a half, but I love talking to you guys, and you guys are learning more and more each day. That's great too, because now we're communicating through the mind. Once you communicate through the mind, you're going to be understand the transformations. You're going to be understand communication with each other, and you're going to be able to understand how to communicate with your energy fields. Oh, you're welcome, Laura. Yeah. You want to keep high rising, just go to my PayPal. You're going to see a lot more. It's all about bringing yourself up to higher levels, people, through your activation code frequencies. Right? right? Knowing how powerful energy is through intelligence. So, but like I said, you have any questions or comment, just go to my email. And if you want to go healing, that's great. I know exactly what everybody needs. It's understanding your communications with your body. That's all. That's all it is, really. Oh, you're welcome, Reflection. Yeah, we can get into that another time. Yep. Yep. You guys are going to see a huge transformation light system when you go through 5D. Very, very powerful stuff. So anyway, I love you guys very much. I'm going to head out. Dreams are very important. Yep. They keep you on communication levels through balance, through its reflection, through portal activation codes. Yep. Oh, yeah. Yep. Oh, you're extremely welcome, Laura. Yep. It's all about activating your illumination light systems and keeping its balance through its 5-dimensional vibration systems. Oh, you're extremely welcome, Kitty. All right, so love you guys very much. I'm connecting all wave and cycles to right communication levels through new matrix grid systems, the 5-dimensional activation codes. Get into communication levels, the body simulator, to activations of portals and communication levels through the PIX activations to your illumination light infusions. This is Andrew Weston calling it. Adios, everybody.